Genie Plus is getting a cool new update. The world gets a cool new short film starring a cool old rabbit. And a beloved ride is going away forever. And we'll share our favorite Disney movies to watch during the holidays. All this and more in episode 119 of the Mickeyphile Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Mickeyphile Podcast. I'm Scott, and with me is my lovely wife, Karen.
Hello, everybody.
So, I don't know, not a lot of news. Cool stuff happening, though. I mean, It's the holidays, and,
things slow down.
Everybody's hero, Bob Iger, is taking back over, so.
Yeah. He's already making changes, you know?
Yeah, he's already making
look at
changes. Genie Plus was never $29 when Chapek was there.
But it went back down.
Back to $15 this weekend, anyway.
Right. So,
it's all just a joke.
I know.
I mean, honestly, he has not done anything.
No.
Yet.
Nothing.
Except fire a couple of people.
Yep.
And apparently start buying clothes wherever Josh gets his.
I think he just raided Josh's closet.
It's, yeah.
I mean, they really were dressed
seriously,
alike.
it was the same outfit. It was the same outfit.
I know. It was just entertaining.
Yes, it was. And the same people who were complaining about Bob Iger 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Are now like kissing his boots and acting like it's,
I know.
I guess it literally is the second coming, but.
But yes, that he's going to just overnight, magically, this is all going to fix.
I mean,
most of the stuff he implemented.
It looked like the Beatles trying to get from their limo to Shea Stadium with, all the fans surrounding them. And
yep.
It's the most ridiculous thing.
I know.
But anyway. Strokes his ego.
Yes, it does. No,
so.
But he appears to appreciate all the people that come to Disney and the Disney magic.
Well, I mean, he should. He's paying his money.
Right.
His salary and everybody else's.
Right.
So. Now, I mean, Disney has always done its best when someone with creative inklings was in charge, whether that was Walt or Eisner or Iger.
Right.
It historically has not done as well when the money guys were in charge.
I agree.
Although I did hear some people talking about this. I'll give him credit. Pete Werner talking about this.
Okay.
Walt had Roy.
Mm-hmm. He was the money guy.
Watching the beans.
Mm-hmm.
Eisner had Frank, what's his name? Wells.
Right. Frank Wells. Mm-hmm.
Watching the money.
Right.
Yeah, maybe Chapek needed somebody with some creativity and let him count the money, and
maybe
everything would have been better. But
right, yeah, I don't think you're wrong on that one.
They didn't do that.
Nope.
So as it is, we're still waiting for those major announcements that are probably not coming because the problem is streaming services.
Yes.
So anyway, what do you got for news?
Genie Plus update is going to allow modifications for lightning lane selections. The new function is going to allow users to search for other available lightning lane attractions or arrival times and swap them. Because currently right now you have to cancel them, then hoping you'll get that one back that you want.
Right. Yeah. Even to see what else is available, you've got to get rid of what you have, and then you may be done.
Right. So it's kind of going back to how fast passes work. You could do that.
Right. Which is kind of odd that it took this long for them to do something they already were doing.
Right.
Kind of like Twitter and the edit button.
Oh, I don't know. I don't use Twitter. So
they didn't have an edit button for like ever, like until like last year.
Why? That's dumb.
Right. You couldn't edit a tweet. You tweeted it was just out there. Everybody else in the world.
So if your stupid autocorrect corrected it wrong, then you were screwed.
Yeah, I mean, you could delete it and type a new one in, but
okay.
You know, just something dumb that everybody in the world could do, but for some reason we couldn't do it on Genie Plus.
Right.
So this is very cool.
I think it's very cool, and it's supposed to roll out apparently next week.
Well, it could be next week.
Could be next week. Said supposedly.
If that's the big change before first of the year, which, by the way, could get rushed out because Iger's in charge, but certainly was not something that Iger came in the last 2 weeks and went, get an edit button on there.
Yeah, no.
I think that was our boy Jeff Valle.
I think you might be right.
The unsung hero in all this. Did see him once in the park.
Yes.
That's once more than JPEG.
True.
At least at Epcot.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Walt Disney Animation Studios has released their first Oswald the Lucky Rabbit animation short in almost 95 years. That to me is super cool.
That's awesome. You know, there are a lot of our friends, but there are a lot of people who love Oswald.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
And that's awesome.
I know. I think it's very cool. Can't wait to see it.
I don't remember when it was that they got Oswald back. It's been over 10 years, though, for sure.
Yeah. And what deal was that?
They traded Al Michaels to NBC for him.
Right. I knew it was somebody big like that, and I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Which is just really funny. Yeah. That's a
pretty cool old trade.
Yeah. Well, we just want Oswald back. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it was just Oswald back.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure
it was part of the deal. Yeah.
Pretty sure Al Michaels' contract got bought out.
Ah.
But they also got Oswald the Lucky Rabbit back.
I think that's very cool because I can't imagine that that they let it get away. That's the weird part.
So I have never seen, because it's been 95 years, an actual Oswald movie. I've seen Oswald in Epic Disney, I think, the video game.
Right.
I picture him personality-wise being a lot like Roger Rabbit. I don't know if that's true or if that's just me.
No, I can see that.
But
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Roger Rabbit was kind of a jerk. So is Donald Duck, so I guess it's possible.
Yeah. I like that Donald's a jerk.
Yeah. I hope this is the first of many.
Yes, I do too. Disneyland.
Also, this may have something to do with keeping the copyright.
Oh.
Because that is another part of the issue.
Is the length of time of it. Yeah.
And they're getting ready to lose the copyright on Mickey.
Oh.
Original, like Steamboat Willie Mickey.
Oh. So what do they have to release?
Which I believe would be 95. So they keep like the more modern versions of Mickey.
Yeah.
But if somebody were to go back and draw exactly Steamboat Willie, they won't have a copyright claim on it. So I believe it's 95 years, which is coincidentally when this Oswald thing is coming out. So I think they're trying to come out with a new version of Oswald to keep the copyright.
Oh.
And I mean, a
Okay.
new version, means his ears bend a little different, or,
Right.
I mean, you can see how much Mickey has changed in,
Oh, yeah.
what's it been? 94 years.
Uh-huh.
So, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a lot. He'll still be
No,
recognizable, but
it's a very subtle
maybe doing
change.
this to start the clock again on a new version of Oswald.
That makes sense.
That's my armchair analysis that means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things.
You're so funny. Disneyland Resort is bringing back the special 3-day ticket offer for Southern Californian residents. The 3-day, one park per day weekday ticket is available for visits January 9th through May 25th. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about it that you probably don't have answers to, but it does seem kind of cool.
Okay.
Well, like, how much is it? How long does it last? It's for Southern Californian residents, so it doesn't feel like something that you have to use in 3 days.
No, you can use it between January 9th and May 25th.
So you can go 3 times anywhere between January 9th and May 25th.
Yes.
So it's their version of a discount annual pass or season pass for 4 months.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's a decent replacement when you're not selling passes.
Right.
I mean, it's not, but
it gives
something.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a trial balloon. Sell a bunch of those and see how they get used, and
that's true.
Can they sell more annual passes?
Yep. True. Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom Season 2 is debuting on January 1st, 2023 with a 10-episode season.
I'm actually really excited about this.
I know. I am too. We've been talking about it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that show for a couple of reasons. One is the very first episode they did at Lowry Park Zoo here in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Lowry Park anymore. It's like Tampa Zoo at Lowry Park or something. But
right,
the very first one they did here in Tampa, this like 150-year-old turtle died. It was super depressing. In the Animal Kingdom one, none of the animals have died yet.
Yes.
So that's super not depressing.
True.
Like, it was so cool to watch them training. I don't remember if it was alligators or crocodiles.
Yeah.
To swim into that box. Like,
I know. That is so cool.
Dumb animals. Like, dumb.
Yeah. Just eat, sleep, hibernate. There we go.
And no, you're training them by giving them food. So,
right.
I get that.
You know how that works.
Yeah. But it was super cool. So I'm excited about this one.
I know. I'm very excited about that too.
I wish Disney had a dolphin show.
I know.
I don't mean like a dolphin TV show. I mean like a dolphin show like SeaWorld has.
I know. Because the dolphins are so cool. They're so smart.
Mm-hmm.
And they just look in their faces. They just look like they have such personality. I don't know why.
Yeah, and they may not, but
I know, but it looks that way.
When you see them playing, they actually look like they're having fun.
I know. Like those ones we saw. They looked like they were actually having fun throwing those toys around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this.
Yes.
January 1st, New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
So if you're not into college football,
right.
Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom Season 2.
Exactly. Or if you're trying to,
based on how it's been going, you can probably watch 2 episodes. They've been releasing everything, staggered. So
yeah. The Mandalorian Season 3 has been moved to March 1st.
From when?
Next year. Like February 15th.
Oh, so who cares?
Yeah. So,
I didn't know if it was like September or, December.
no, just March 1st.
Okay. No, I mean, like, I didn't know if they moved it up 2 months or
Oh, no. I think they
back
moved
2
it
months.
back 2 weeks. 2 weeks or so.
Okay.
So
Well, that's cool.
Mhm.
It's a cool show.
It is a cool
I have to
show.
go back and watch it because I'm kind of don't remember where we were.
Right. And actually, I think because of what was the other one? Dark Moon. What's the one with what's his name? I got confused on which they overlapped. The Dark Moon? Moon Knight? Moon Knight.
Okay. That's Marvel.
I know, but they're kind of things are overlaying each other. I got a little confused.
Oh, my issue is more Boba Fett.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see that.
So that I don't remember
Yeah.
Mandalorian season 2.5.
Right.
So I don't remember where the Mandalorian season ended and when Boba Fett ended on the Mandalorian story.
You're right.
Like, when did Baby Yoda decide not to be a Jedi and to go back to the Mandalorian? That was in Boba Fett, right? Or was that
Yeah.
in the Mandalorian? See what I mean? So that's why.
Yeah. No, you're right. Because now I am confused. Yeah. Yes, we'll have to go back and watch it.
I think season 2, Luke Skywalker came and took him away, and then season 2.5, he decided he wanted to go back and play with the gear shift knob instead of being a Jedi.
I think so. Spoilers there, by the way.
It can't be a spoiler. If it's over a year, it can't be a spoiler.
Just saying.
There has to be a statute of limitations on when something is a spoiler.
Just saying. That's all.
Like, if I go, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Is that a spoiler?
No.
Okay. Because
but yes, we
like
do.
80 years old.
I know. But yes, we do have to go back and watch. So
here's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart had never been born. Christmas would have sucked. I mean, there's a statute of limitations on when a spoiler alert has to be called. Just saying.
Oh, baby, you're so funny.
Eve ate the apple. Spoiler alert. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Bad news about Splash Mountain.
Yeah, there is. Well, it is bad news. Splash Mountain is closing for refurb. The last day to ride it is January 22nd. Because Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to start the refurb on January 23rd.
For like
at Walt Disney World. I'm sorry?
Did I see if it's going to be like a year?
Yeah.
So I love, like, I did it as a joke. You can tell because it said beloved ride.
Right.
But I love all these websites that their headlines are popular attraction closing permanently on January 22nd. Is it really? Like, Mr. Toad's closed permanently. Putting in some new animatronics and changing the song is not like, it's not a new ride.
Right. They're not physically changing what the ride does.
Right. The Great Movie Ride closed permanently.
Right. Because it's not like that anymore in any way.
Right. This is not going to be a completely different ride. It's going to have a new song or two.
Right.
And some new animatronics.
Right.
And probably not even a lot of new animatronics because the ones in Splash Mountain aren't new animatronics. They're repurposed from a show they used to do.
What was the name of that show?
America Sings.
Thank you. But yeah.
All the animals that don't start with Brer are all like repurposed animals in there. So,
which is great.
Right.
I mean, I think it's great that they were able to do it.
I love that it's called Splash Mountain because Michael Eisner was trying to promote the movie Splash. Like,
Oh, really?
who in their right mind would ever tie those two things together?
Seriously? That's why it's called Splash Mountain?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, seriously, I didn't know
Allegedly, that is why it's called Splash Mountain. Who in their right mind was going, ooh, let's go ride the mermaid ride? Like,
No, it splashes into the water, so that's what I figured Splash Mountain.
that's what I thought. You know, like the one in Busch Gardens was the Tanganyika tidal wave.
Right.
Because, you know, because if you were standing on that bridge, it was a tidal wave.
It was a tidal wave, yeah. It was a definite tidal wave.
That thing was so wet. That was the worst 3 months of my whole time at Busch Gardens was working that ride.
Oh, I didn't even know you worked that ride.
Yeah, that's when I quit.
Oh.
And it may not have been 3 months. It probably was like 3 weeks.
Yeah, but it felt like 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not a fan.
Yeah, I was trying to look for the exact dates here, and it doesn't have it.
I think it's sometime in 2024 is what I saw.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Phone photography and filming are no longer allowed on Space Mountain. There's signs out front of Space Mountain and everything. You have to put them away in a little pouch or in a backpack or something, or give them to someone who's not riding.
How are people losing their phones on Space Mountain? It's the only excuse.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the dark. You can't film anyways. I mean, honestly.
No, but you can during Christmas.
True. Oh. Yes, you can.
At least during the Christmas party.
Right. And this came out.
And if I remember right, I think it was kind of bright in there for the Villains After Hours too.
No, it's completely dark.
Thought that was Halloween. It was completely dark.
I thought the villains. Oh, no, it was purple and green. You're right. Yes, you're right. It was purple and green.
This is screaming that too many people have gotten like hit in the face with a phone or popcorn.
Yeah. Popcorn.
While riding it in the dark. Story for another day.
That is a story for another day, but it's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about it.
We have, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because they're not holding on to their phone.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So nothing handheld.
It brings up the question. Right. So nothing handheld, but if I strap a GoPro to my head, can I still film it?
Well, logistically, they're saying nothing handheld, and that's not handheld.
Right.
I think that's a loophole.
Right.
Maybe you have to test it out.
This is like a unique situation and not a precursor, because now in my head, I'm putting together. You can't stop on the road behind Space Mountain and film stuff. And now you can't film in Space Mountain. And is this going to be like something that spreads where all of a sudden, like, I mean, I could honestly care less, but where like all the live bloggers no longer be able to do stuff in the parks, and
I don't know.
Maybe Bob Iger hates Tim Tracker. I don't know. I mean, it seems like there are far more dangerous rides out there.
Yeah. So
anyway.
Yeah. Disney Cruise Line announces early 2024 itineraries, which are able to be booked starting December 15th, but select groups are having early access to it.
Like Pearl and Gold and DVC and
right. Platinum, all the others. Yeah.
Right.
Golden Oak, all that. Yes. So I did look some of them up. So they've got a lot more cruises going.
Well, the good thing is No, it still doesn't get us there. But if we have a year, that actually gets us to March 7th, 2025 for our, what do you call it? Placeholder.
Oh, okay. Yes, actually it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So, on Tuesday, December 6th, the Gary Sinise Foundation Snowball Express was back to Walt Disney World for the first time in person since 2019 with the Walk of Gratitude in Magic Kingdom. It was a sunrise event with more than 1,850 children and surviving spouses, and the families of fallen military heroes were greeted by more than 1,000 Disney volunteers along Main Street, USA.
Isn't that volunteers?
Volunteers, yes.
Those are the weird way they spell it.
I know. As they walked towards Cinderella's castle to participate in a moving ceremony to honor their fallen parents. The special castle stage moment culminated when messages from the children wrote to their lost parents were sent skyward for them to read with the help of Disney magic.
What did they do? Like set them off on a firework or something?
I think so.
Eek.
And the Snowball Express is a 5-day healing retreat that serves the children of fallen military heroes, surviving spouses, and their families. So it's an amazing event. I knew we were there during, I think, the one in 19.
Yeah, probably that.
Yeah. And just very cool.
So I knew he was going to come back this year because I had heard an interview with him on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about that they were doing, real things again, basically.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm really still actually upset that he's not doing the candlelight processional, but maybe he has something going on.
Yeah.
So
maybe there's a conflict of another celebrity that wanted to do a certain time.
Apparently Isabella Rossellini.
Apparently.
Or whoever's after her, I don't remember. I did look it up last night, but I don't remember.
So, but I think it's great that they're back and they're just, the way the families are treated. I think it's wonderful. They're flown in and given money to spend and be able to go in and, have like a time as a real family and be with other families. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. It's super cool that there's a charity that can do this.
I know. So.
And that it's a guy that cares as much about it as he does.
I know. Thinking that doing a movie that, Forrest Gump changed his life that much is just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's what it is. He said working with the, heroes from that time, he goes, I completely changed my life, my direction and what I want to do.
He will always be Lieutenant Dan.
Mm-hmm. So that's all the news I have. There is a little bit of DVC news.
Mm-hmm. New Vacation Club points chart for 2024 has been released. I haven't looked at it. How much did it go up?
Well, it just rechanges it all around. Of course, our anniversary week, it's Easter week. So,
well, yeah. Yeah.
That's really the only one I looked at.
Right. Direct purchase prices have gone up again for most Disney Vacation Club resorts. Earlier this month, it was revealed that Disney Vacation Club intended to raise prices for the 3 active resorts by $10 each. That's Alani, Riviera, and Grand Floridian are all now $217 a point. But with incentives reducing it by approximately 5 to 15%, depending on the resort and how many points you want to buy. Alani is going to expire before it sells out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Seriously.
I mean, it's been around a long time already.
Yeah, I know.
Most of the other DVC resorts have also had a similar $10 price increase. Bay Lake Tower is now, and so this is so weird. Bay Lake Tower is now $275 a point. Key West and Saratoga are $205 with some limited time incentives offered. Old Key West expires in 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42. Actually, if you buy it from Disney, I believe they expire in 57.
Yes, I believe they're putting them at the,
That actually means that Old Key West points are valid longer than Saratoga.
Now, yeah.
Beach Club Villas, which expires in less than 20 years.
Yeah.
Is $275.
I know, that's crazy.
$275 for Beach Club because everybody wants to stay there for the races and the festivals.
Right.
But it's only good till 2041, 2042,
I know.
2042.
That's why that one always shocks me.
I know. So, wow, $275 a point for it.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom, $210. That's attractive.
Yeah, I know it is.
Boulder Ridge is $215. Copper Creek is $250. Don't those expire the same time?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why wouldn't you do Boulder Ridge then?
Yeah. Save $35 a point.
Yeah.
Boardwalk $240. And then Hilton Head Island is $165. Vero Beach $150.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
It's expensive now. Grand California is going to be like $400 a point, isn't it?
It's $315, I think I saw.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I didn't bring it over.
That, everybody was talking about, is that going to be the one that goes over 200? Well, they flew past that before they
they flew. Actually, here, let me see. DVC News, because I did look at it. I just didn't put it in the I just didn't put it in the information. So hold on.
Grand Floridian is $60 almost a point cheaper than Bay Lake Tower. And it has incentives.
Yeah, I do Grand Flow in a second.
Now, it's the same condominium association, so you don't get like 50 years from now.
Right.
But.
All right, Grand Californian is $310.
The only thing you get at Bay Lake Tower, I mean, other than being higher,
is walking.
Is like 4 days a year.
Oh, yeah.
Top of the world.
Right.
I mean, technically, Grand Floridian has a walking path.
Yeah, I just don't want to walk it.
No. Done it once and I'm never doing it again.
Yeah.
But, man, there's some crazy ones.
Yeah, by the way, it says...
Nobody's going to convince me that Bay Lake Tower is nicer or more themed than Grand Floridian.
Oh, no, Grand Flow in a second.
Right.
Yeah. Grand Californian is exempt from the price increase.
Because it was already $310.
Right.
But not Grand California. I'm talking about the tower. I might have said Grand California. I'm talking about the tower that they're building.
Oh, okay. I see.
Now that they're adding rooms into California again.
Right.
I mean, if that one's already $310.
Right.
And they've already set a precedent that the grand whatever does not have to be the most expensive resort. That Disneyland Tower could be $400 by the time they get ready to sell it.
Yeah. You're right.
Eek
is right.
Another reason not to go to California.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's news. So we are I don't know, not quite 3 weeks from Christmas.
And I still haven't finished decorating.
Yeah, well. So we're like behind, but we should be watching Christmas movies.
I know.
I haven't been home.
I know.
Like, basically the 3rd to the 4th, we were at Disney, and then this week has been crazy at work.
Mm-hmm. For both of us.
So we really haven't had time to watch anything and pay attention to it.
I know.
But
we're going to have to
bring
binge
up some of the cool stuff that is not necessarily new. A lot of it's stuff that's been on before, but are still good. But there are some new things for Christmas on Disney Plus for 2022. The Santa Clauses, which is not technically a movie, it's that series.
Right.
So
I do want to watch that.
Yeah, I've heard it is very funny.
Well, I love Tim Allen. Mm-hmm. He's a great Santa Claus.
I know. It's like traditional Santa Claus with more power.
Yeah, that was good.
Mickey Saves Christmas.
Oh.
I don't know what that is, but I can deduce from the title.
Yes.
Best in Snow. Sounds like a Christopher Guest movie about, I don't know, Christmas dogs.
Yes.
The Hip Hop Nutcracker. So that last Nutcracker movie they did was like such a flop. Do you think they should go like a different route?
Probably.
I mean, this may be great, but
it might be, but
they keep making versions of the Nutcracker until one is successful. The big one so far this Christmas has been the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Which, how have we not seen that yet?
Because we haven't been home.
I know, but
we haven't been home.
I can't believe we haven't taken the time to watch that.
I know. So, and it's not going to happen tonight.
No.
But those are the, 5 things that are new for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Right.
A lot of people probably have already seen at least a couple of those.
I know. So we're already
Michael's
behind.
watching it on loop.
On loop. Yep.
There is High School Musical, the holiday special musical. They just keep going with the title on this thing.
I know. And it's not on my list.
I hope it's not ever going to be on my list, but I hope the whole thing with the musical, the series, the musical, the special is like a inside joke. And we just,
God, I hope so.
Godmothered is a very cute movie. It's a couple years old. Yes. Prep and Landing is awesome, and it always gets me in the mood to go to Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
Prep and Landing, Naughty versus Nice.
Mm-hmm.
A Muppets Christmas, Letters to Santa. The Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. And One Magic Christmas. So there's a lot of like older stuff. Some of which is classic, some of which is not.
Okay.
Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas Again. That's how it's written.
Yeah, I know, but I don't remember it being titled that way. But I had watched The Enchanted Christmas.
Is this a sequel?
Maybe.
I don't know. The 12 Dates of Christmas is coming on. Kind of a a Hallmark movie.
Okay.
But with Amy Smart and Zach Morris.
Oh, that should be good.
Mark Paul Gosselaar, or whatever his name is.
Right.
So that one originally was made for TV on ABC Family, which is now Freeform. So it's that old.
Yeah. Actually, that might be a fun one to watch.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it before.
Mm-hmm. I probably have. I just don't remember.
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, which is like a tradition.
Yes.
for us to watch. Mickey's
Yes.
Twice Upon a Christmas, which, I mean, if you're going to watch one, you got to watch two.
Yeah.
Mickey and Minnie Wish Upon a Christmas.
Well, yeah, you have to watch all three.
Yeah. The Muppets Christmas Carol with
I know.
When Love Is Gone, re-added.
Which makes Tony Ann very happy.
They thought the song was too depressing, so they took it out of the movie.
But it's part of the movie.
Well, I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
Mickey's Christmas Carol, which I love.
Yes. I like that one too.
Jim Carrey. They legitimately on Disney Plus have the Muppet Christmas Carol, Mickey's Christmas Carol, the Ultimate Christmas Carol, Jim Carrey in a Christmas Carol. Like every version.
Yep.
Except for the one, I think, with George C. Scott.
That's the original Scrooge.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Nightmare, it's official. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Is officially a Christmas movie.
Officially. Here's one I did not think of. But it definitely happens at Christmas. Hawkeye the series.
I know. I saw that too, and I went, "What? Oh yeah, you're right. It does."
Which means Die Hard for damn sure is a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
There is Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas.
I think that's the one I've seen.
Yes, that is. Wow.
Yes.
While you were sleeping.
I know that one's confusing me, but
anything that happens at Christmas.
Yes. So that means, yes, that definitely Die
Iron
Hard
Man
is a Christmas.
Here, the website I'm looking at, noguiltdisney.com. Iron Man 3. Look, don't at me on this. If Disney says it's a Christmas movie, it's a Christmas movie. That is what he wrote.
Yes, I know. I'm on it too.
Whoever.
Yes.
Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe certainly happens at Christmas.
Yes.
I mean, I guess technically.
It's technically
in the real world it doesn't, but in order to, defeat evil, right. Christmas had to come.
Right.
Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
It's actually really cute.
So the first thing I watched on Disney Plus was Star Wars.
Of course.
I actually refused to refer to it as Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope.
No, it's Star Wars.
Because that was not the name of the movie when it came out. It was Star Wars.
Right.
So that was the first thing I watched. I'm pretty sure the second thing I watched was Noelle.
Yes, which I'm telling you, it's it's in my top 3 favorites.
It was an immediate classic. Like,
yes,
such a cute movie.
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick is adorable in it and funny.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Hader is always hilarious.
Yes.
Julie Haggerty as Mrs. Claus, hilarious. She's always hilarious.
Yep.
Billy Eichner as just like, I mean, can we be honest, as the Bob Chapek of the North Pole? Looking at the data and counting naughty and nice and
yes.
But
and then Shirley MacLaine, I'm sorry, she's hilarious.
Yeah. She's always hilarious now.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? In Ocean's 11, the real one, the original, she was hilarious in that.
She was.
For the 4 lines or whatever she had in the parking lot with Dean Martin.
Right. But it was funny.
Yeah. And it marked the return of Alex P. Keaton's father.
Oh, yes.
Michael Gross was in it.
Right, he was. I forgot.
I can't say enough about how good the movie is.
I know, it's a fantastic
for a new movie.
movie.
Like, new movies actually aren't that good.
Right, but it was funny. It was entertaining. It hit every aspect of it,
Yeah, it had the obligatory Anna Kendrick singing, but
Right.
it was a Christmas movie, so people can sing in Christmas movies.
Right.
All of the Santa Claus movies,
Right.
obviously. Puppy
Right.
for Hanukkah, that's the one we were talking about last night.
Yes, it was.
David Diggs sang the song for that.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a super talented dude.
Oh, very talented.
He was the best thing about Hamilton all the way around.
I know.
All the Home Alones. And when I say all
of them.
Home Alone, Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, Home Alone The Holiday Heist.
I didn't even know the last two. I knew they went through 3. I didn't know it went beyond that.
There's only 2 Santa Paws. There's like 14 Air Buds, but there's only...
Yeah.
This might be my favorite name for a holiday movie ever.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh of a very Pooh year. In which a bear is diagnosed with IBS and suffers through. Just funny name. I mean, God bless him. Babes in Toyland. I think that's the one with Annette Funicello.
Yeah.
Not the one with Laurel and Hardy.
Right. That's the one that Bob always has to watch every year.
The one Bob watches, yeah, but the one Bob watches has Laurel and Hardy in it. And then there was another one.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. With Annette Funicello that I feel like was in color. Oh, there's also one in 1986.
Oh.
Holy God, how do I not remember this? Starring, all right, so 1986. This is a little bit on the creepy side. I think they weren't together, though, like in the movie.
Yep. Okay.
Richard Mulligan, who was like, and Eileen Brennan, they were like the 2 funniest people on TV in 1986. Between Private Benjamin and that one with Kristen McNichols.
Right.
Lisa Piper, played by Drew Barrymore, who in 1986 was like 10 years old.
Probably.
She was. She was 6 when E.T. came out in 82.
Okay.
The description says 11, but she was not 11.
Okay.
Pat Morita
What?
was in it. Keanu Reeves played Jack Fenton. This was an all-star cast.
It was.
I did not know this movie existed. There is a Walt Disney Babes in Toyland from 1961.
Okay.
I feel like it's probably the one.
Right. Ray Bolger,
Annette Funicello.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Tommy Sands, Ed Wynn, who was in like every Disney movie ever made.
Right.
And Jillian as Bo Peep. How old is she?
I don't know.
Oh, she was only 11 then.
Okay.
I was like, because that's 60 years ago. So, yeah. And then the one Bob always watches, our friend Bob, is the original one.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's a very cute movie.
Yeah.
I think the Annette Funicello one, I feel like I have seen that one, and it's cute.
Yeah.
Cute enough. That Nutcracker in the Four Realms is still out there. And there's a bunch of other stuff, but
yeah,
hitting the highlights. Check out these documentaries to get into the holiday mood. The Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration.
Ooh.
So that's the, live but not live thing from there.
Right.
Decorating Disney Holiday Magic. Now, I feel like that is not a new show.
No.
But it's still very cool to see how they do it.
Right. And I believe one of those they show Changing Over Small World at Disneyland.
Yeah, it may. I mean, it goes
Yeah.
around.
Right.
So I've seen that show several times in the wonderful world of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration. I think that's the one Whoopi used to host.
I think so.
But it's yet another thing that the Huffs have taken over.
Yes.
In their quest for Disney domination. Back in 2019, we went to a Halloween party they had it on November 1st.
Yes, they did.
The last Halloween party.
Right.
So we were there. And the next morning we went to Magic Kingdom, basically at open.
Right.
And all of Main Street was decorated for Christmas. The Jingle Cruise was up. Now, they had been working on that like all night because it was not running during the Halloween party.
Right. Because it was a trick-or-treat station.
Between the time that party ended at midnight or 1, whatever it was, and 9 o'clock the next morning, the place was Christmas. Tree was up, everything.
Yep. Everything was up.
So it's very cool to see how they do that. How they do the Mickey head into poinsettias and...
Yep.
Spoiler alert. It's potted plants.
And they keep them in the pots.
A fantastic idea, by the way.
Yeah. And they keep them in the pots.
Yeah.
So they're easy to pull out.
Yeah. The Disney Fairy Tale Weddings Holiday Magic. That certainly has been around for a while.
Yes, it has.
Secrets of Christ's Tomb on National Explorer. I'm pretty sure it's National Geographic.
Right.
But there's a lot of good stuff.
There is.
Yeah.
So I already know what's on top of my list. But then there's also I have ones that aren't on this list that I have to watch as well. But yeah.
Yeah, Scrooged and Christmas Vacation.
Love Actually.
That's a lot older movie than you think it is too.
I know. I may have to put one of the movies on in the background. Because now I'm in the mood. I have to watch Christmas movies.
I have to be up early, so you can go ahead and put it on.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, that is going to do it for episode 119. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, listening. If you got this far, God bless you. We are on Instagram. We're at Mickeyphile Podcast. We're on TikTok. At Mickeyphile_podcast. Instagram at Mickeyphile_podcast. Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group, so you can get in there and post anything, not have to worry about your Disney hating family and friends. It's the Mickeyphile Improvement District. Podcasts available anywhere you can find podcasts. Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Apple, Google. For some reason, nobody listens on Google. Like, next to nobody.
I know I don't.
So the other night, I was awake and I was reading things, and it said that people are listening to podcasts on YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm going to start putting out the audio version on YouTube with like a loop video. Because because it's supposed to be a video. But anyway,
okay.
I'll start putting it on YouTube, see if anybody listens to it on there.
Cool.
But according to our podcast hosting company, that's what I'm looking for. YouTube is like a thing with podcasts, which is interesting. Even if you don't, do your podcast live on video.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're one of those people that have the thing where you get YouTube and you can close your phone and listen to music or whatever, we we'll be on there. Actually, last week's episode is already on there.
Ooh, look at you all fancy.
Yeah. It's what happens when you can't sleep at 2:00 in the morning on a Friday night. But anyway, that is all I've got. The best way to support the show is just subscribe, follow, like, thumbs up, whatever. We would really appreciate if you're inclined a review on iTunes or Spotify. Those are the two I know that do reviews. But tell your friends, family, whatever. Everybody you know.
Everybody.
Shout it from the rooftops.
There we go.
And that's all I got. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.